So Troy Baker says, we haven't seen the last of Joel. Well, where are we going to see him? But him saying that, and he knows the type of following that The Last of Us has, I mean, he has to know that people are going crazy. And we already know that an unnamed game is being worked on alongside Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet at Naughty Dog. So could that game be a Last of Us game? A lot of people are speculating if it's going to be Uncharted, The Last of Us 3, but what if it's a Last of Us prequel game with Joel and Tommy? Now, if you watch the Grounded 2 documentary, Neil Druckmann says, like, oh, we were working on a Tommy game, like we had a concept, but then we shelved it. Now, we don't really know anything about that game. It could have been a prequel game. It could have been like Tommy's time in The Last of Us 2 and like what he was doing, his thoughts and everything, or it could have been a completely different time. But the Joel and Tommy prequel game has been talked about in the community for years and years. I mean, Joel is a very loved character and people want to see his journey as a smuggler, which is honestly wild to me that Joel lovers want that game, because like, do y'all know that he's not gonna be the hero that you see him as in that game? He talks a little bit about what his life was like as a smuggler, as a hunter, and it was not pretty. He ambushed innocent people, stole supplies, killed people, like trafficked things. Like he was not a good person. Him and Tommy ultimately parted ways because Tommy didn't want to live that life anymore. He wanted to be a good person. He left to go join the Fireflies. And Joel just kept doing what he was doing with Tess. But we only get that in like conversation. We don't actually see it. We see Joel on his like redemption journey in The Last of Us. Now, me personally, I do not want the prequel game until we get The Last of Us 3, because The Last of Us is an unfinished story. It's left on a huge cliffhanger with every single character. With Tommy, with Ellie, with Dina, with JJ, with Abby, with Lev. And that's just the main characters. Like, we don't know what's going on at Jackson. We don't know if the Fireflies are truly out there. We don't know if there's more to the Rattlers, if they have a bigger settlement. Like, there's just so much left to explore. And I very much feel like The Last of Us is a trilogy of Ellie's story. Like, we need the ending, the finite ending to Ellie's story, whether she dies, like, or something with the cure, or like, you know, she just is an old lady. I don't know. But like, we need an ending to her story before we ever explore prequels, in my opinion. But if it is a Joel and Tommy prequel game that is being made, I cannot wait for the reactions after it comes out, because I will be dying laughing at so many people that are going to defend Joel for all like the fucked up things that he does, but then we can't excuse the actions of these two women. But hey, that's The Last of Us community in a nutshell.